Like I'm not good with these narrating videos, so let's just be me. Let's just talk. Like I'm just gonna record this like we're just talking about trophies and eventually achievements. But for this video, we're gonna talk about God of War 3 trophies. And it's been like a few weeks since I actually planned this, so I need to bring up the app to see what the order was. But the first one I got was the beat the challenge of Olympus. The first challenge I did was it says like don't allow there to be more than 50 enemies at the same time, and all you need to do is just like beat the crap out of everybody over and over and over again. And I basically got that challenge done, which is I'm pretty sure I remembered even doing this challenge, and I was like, what was I doing? The counter kept going up and down, and I was like, it's not failing, so whatever. I got that one done. So that one was pretty easy. That was a first shot try. The other one was just break a bunch of urns, which I did with like by the skin of my teeth. But I did do it. That was the first try also. This is the first one that actually took me like a few tries, and it's beat a bunch of enemies without a weapon. Like the first try was just like I grabbed people and threw them, and obviously that's just not enough time to do it. So the best way to really do it is just grab a dude, just run with them, and then just do a lot of damage that way. And then yeah, you just keep doing that over and over. Just grab, charge, grab, charge, grab, charge, and then most of them just die. And then that one I kind of figured out on my own after like 3 or 4 tries. This one is just knock a bunch of enemies out of the arena. Eventually you just get on top of the Cyclops and you just wail away, and people just fall off because most of them are just a regular fodder enemy, and they'll fall off the platform pretty easily. So that one, it's pretty easy. It didn't really take me much. Now this is the first one that actually took me a while. It was pretty frustrating. Just to like not get gored by the minotaurs or jumped by the fodder enemy. I found out it's one of the easier way to do it is just a block and spin move one for a little bit, and I finally got it, but it was pretty frustrating. The second to last challenge was just to get a bunch of the Cyclops to spawn, and this one doesn't really take that long. Just beat the crap out of these Cyclops, and then and you know you'll be fine. Do the QTEs pretty well, and then yeah, just beat them up. And this last one is just do your best, get turned into a stone, and then break out as fast as you can. One of the best ways to trigger the Gorgons to like start trying to turn you to stone with the gaze is to just try to grab them right off the bat. Every time you like boom do the grab animation, they'll do the stone gaze, and that's the quickest way to try to move along the ticker. And then it gets a little frustrating towards the back of when you're about to finish a challenge, but it's not the hardest one. I think the hardest out of this whole set is the don't get gored and mobbed one. But like I said, this whole set of challenges is the easiest one out of the trilogy, so it doesn't really take that long to get it. And then obviously I did all of that and got the golden trophy for finishing the challenge. After the challenge one, from here what I see is like the next one I worked on was get all the godly possession, or worked on, I got, and I did luck out because now that I remember, there were some older saves. I staggered the saves and I didn't override that many of them, so that I was able to find certain ones. And the last one I was actually missing just naturally is the one with Aphrodite, and all you needed to do was go behind her bed and then the godly possession right there. So I lucked out. That's the only one I was missing. I was able to get to that chapter and get that trophy. And looking here, then I worked on the deliver 50 kicks to the hounds. And this is that level where with the puzzle you have to like weigh down that like platform with the hounds. And it's just an infinite hound spawn. So just get there, just kick the dogs, just constantly kick them in the butt, and then I got that trophy pop pretty quickly. Took a few minutes, but it's not very hard to get that one. And yes, so the one after kicking the dogs, I have to do the summon all the souls with the claws of Hades. That one, I basically loaded the save to when you basically break the chains towards the last, like the back half of the game, or basically towards the end of the game. From there, I leveled up my soul, like my soul weapon all the way, Hades claws all the way. Then I just spammed out all the souls, and then I got that trophy. keep trying to save a say achievement because you know I've been getting achievements for way longer than trophies. And then right after that, I just kind of moved on a little further down that the level, and then I just worked on getting 100 enemies blinded with Helios heads, and basically at the same place I got that trophy also. Now, I did see the best place to get the 1000 hit combo online. I had to look this one up because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to figure this one out. Is right after you get the Claws of Hades, and then they teach you how to use the blades in that like room. In that room, all you need to do is like the block and circle button, I believe, and it's basically like the chain grab. And what it does is when you grab it, it'll summon like little soul things to fly around and do damage, and you'll accumulate your combo that way. So you just spam the block and grab move, summon the thing. And it's actually pretty generous because I think I did get hit once or twice and the combo didn't really fall down. It's way generous than any of the other 2 games in the trilogy. But basically you just spam the grab, the block grab move over and over again, and then you'll get to the 1000 combo relatively easily. And then after the 1000 combo, I did the bow, burn 100 enemies with the Apollo bow. Got that one. There's nothing special about that one, just burn everybody. Got that one pretty easily. Okay, so this one took me a long time. It wasn't because it was hard, but it was one of those like I wasn't gonna play this freaking game from the beginning all over again, but it's to get the max out all your weapons. Now, when you fight the Scorpion boss, he infinitely spawns his little baby scorpions. I think I did it for about an hour. It was boring as hell. I got enough experience points where I was comfortable that I would be able to keep moving on forward to try to get there's another trophy to get through the labyrinth without dying, I believe that's what it was. Yeah, without dying or falling. I trusted myself to say I got enough XP grinding from the scorpion, so and then I killed the boss. Then I just kept moving on with the level, got to the labyrinth, went through the whole labyrinth. I did look up a guide as I was going. I was watching a video and I was like, okay, what's the bosses coming up? What's the pitfalls and this and that? I got through the labyrinth, and with all of that combined, I was able to get enough XP, and I got the full weapon upgrade also. I actually got it right before I got the labyrinth trophy, but either way, I got both of them through that. The grind for the XP to upgrade all the weapon, that was the worst part of trying to get the plat in this game. All right, so the granddaddy trophy before the plat is to beat the whole game in Titan mode. I did not play the whole game in Titan difficulty. So there is a glitch you can do that will allow you to have infinite health and basically go into the game with all your weapons. So if you do this glitch, you'll have all your arsenal available to you from the beginning of the game, which means when you get to that area of Hades for the first time, you know, where you couldn't break it the first time, the chain to get to the last part of the game to fight Zeus, where you literally have to play the rest of the game. Now, because you have the Hades gauntlets, you can break that chain and literally skip 90% of the game and go straight to the Zeus fight. So I will talk through how I did that one. So the glitch is you got to go to the arena and turn on infinite health, infinite magic, and just do like infinite meter for everything, and then set the difficulty to Titan mode, and then just set the enemy to Gorgons and 3 of the Gorgons, and that's it. And then just start playing it. So once you load into the arena, just kind of jump into the air, because since you have infinite health, the only really way to die is to be shattered once you get turned into stone. So what you want to do is just jump into the air and kind of float, so you get turned into stone, and then you'll fall down and smash yourself. And what you need to do is just do that over and over again. It's about like the count is like 3 or 4 times when you die. Then the game essentially will say, do you want to switch to an easier mode? And from there you say no. and then the game will just kick you back into the main menu screen. And then from there, start a new game and press the Titan difficulty, and then just watch through the opening cutscene. And then you'll know if the glitch worked is when is by looking at your inventory, whatever they call it, whatever your whole power up section. And if you have all the weapons right off the bat, right up when you get initial control of Kratos, that means the glitch worked. And basically from there, just, I mean, you still have to play through the beginning section of the game. So keep playing until you get to the Hades level. And then now at the Hades level, because you have the gauntlets, you can just right away destroy those like crystal stones, whatever the crystal things, to start loosening up the chain and just, you know, break all three of them from the statues. Then the chain will be revealed. Just go back down there and then break the chain, and then you'll skip like 90% of the game and you go straight to the Zeus fight. Yeah, so basically just beat Zeus, wait till the credits are like, watch the whole last cutscene, and the end credit cutscene also, like the one where Kratos gets up and leaves. Then you'll get the trophy, and that's the one I got last, the Titan mode one, and with that came the platinum trophy also. And that's how I platinum God of War 3 with the help of the glitch, because honestly, I would not have wanted, like, the game is good, but I would not have wanted to replay the whole thing on Titan difficulty. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I don't know if anybody's actually enjoying it, but I'm going to try to make these videos more, like, a little more free flow, because it's just awkward for me to kind of talk more proper, I guess. I'm not a proper YouTuber, you know, what can I do? But yeah, I'm just going to try to narrate and talk about it a little more naturally, and then I'll just cut in B-roll for it. But yeah, anyways, this video is kind of long, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next profile cleanup video. Peace.